Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are over on FJORDUR, and I'm going to show you how to get to and run the proper cave. One of my favorites on this map. It is the puzzle cave over on FJORDUR. The entrance, just so you can see, is the coordinates that I am at are always going to be in the upper left corner of the screen, and that is how you get into this cave. So anyways, it's got some really good loot in it, and it's also got some pretty good stuff in general in it, so I would highly encourage you to try and run this thing. It's also pretty fun. So we're gonna go ahead and go down there. I'm doing this non-GCM mode because y'all have requested that more, so I was like, fine, I won't. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Here's the entrance right here, just so you can see, and it's pretty easy to do as long as you either have a tech suit, Maywing, or Desmodus, or grappling hook. Grappling hook would be just fine. You're gonna need to do something fast underwater to get up to this because obviously that's quite a ways right there. And then you kind of go up this little area right here if you want to think about it that way. Boop. And you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff in the bottom, so just go on right on past it. There's not really a point if you bring some sort of weapon. I usually use a bow, but it's up to you if you want to use one or not. And it's probably one of my favorite things to use just because bows make it nice and freaking easy. So you can see that this entire thing is kind of like a giant way you have to go up, and you just keep going up until you hit the very top, and that's really the easiest way to describe that. And once you hit the top, you'll kind of be at the cave entrance area, and you can see right now that there's a Titan boa that's like, I want to play with you, but I don't want to deal with it right now. So anyways, that's kind of like, this is the basic of how you do this. You just get into the cave and you kind of just run all this stuff. Now, those are the levels of things. You can see their health, so you can see approximately what you're going to need to bring. But again, they all take increased headshot damage. So there's a lot of really good loot in this cave, by the way. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that. We're going to go ahead and take care of this little Desmodus first. Let's see if I can hit his wing. No, I can't hit his wing. There we go. Okay. So I suggest trying to take him off of the ceiling if you can. And that'll save you a lot of being picked time, and it's a lot of, you know, pain in the butt if you get picked by one of them. But anyways, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider if you want to subbing to the channel. That would be super freaking awesome. And again, that would be, it's up to you, but it would help me out a lot. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue this. So basically there are 3 drop points right before you even get to the cave. One is going to be down, I guess you can sometimes get one right there, but you're gonna be down in the lava down here, and you'll notice there's it's a yellow crate right there, and then down here, there's a red crate. Yes, you can see it right here. There's always one right here, or at least seems to always be one right here. And you can kind of just pick it up by going over to it. It's a pretty easy drop, and you can see there's some good stuff in there. But that's up to you whether you get that one or not. It's pretty simple. You might as well. You can also just put a bed down here and farm this one pretty easily, because this is, I believe, entirely buildable. So you can easily just build in it. There are Megalania here, so just be careful of them, obviously. And they are pretty dangerous, and you can see here's a yellow drop for you as well. But this is before we even get to the puzzle cave. We're going to go ahead and run up these stairs. Now, what I would really encourage you to do is to gamma up, because you're going to go ahead and need it pretty bad. With the gamma, it's going to be super dark in here, so you're going to want to just be careful. Now, you can run this without a tech suit, but I'm going to go ahead and gamma up right now. Gamma 4 seems to be just fine. It gets super bright, so just be careful. Now, things you want to be careful about. You want to avoid the center of this at all costs, because in the center, you're going to notice there's a whole bunch of little buttons, and those buttons are going to drop traps. Now, also, you're going to notice spike traps here, right? You can avoid all of this with a tech suit, obviously, and just go over the top of this thing. But you're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of traps all over this one. So you can run this entire thing with the tech suit or just grapple across it all, and that'll be a good thing. But notice there's like little odd looking things in the center here. Stepping on those will cause things to fall. Now you can do it by, you know, doing it the proper way, or I can just tell you how to cheat this entire system. So basically there's numbers. There are 4 numbers on the ground, and you have to input those numbers into the map in order to actually get them. And once you input those numbers, a door will open for you. You can see these little like Droger looking head things. And once you get these guys, it'll allow you to go into the next room. There are 2 sets of codes. The first set is going to be green 1, yellow 2, purple 3, and then blue 4. So we're going to go ahead and hit green first. Oop, press that button. We're going to go ahead and hit yellow second. Press this button. Purple is 3. And then this is 4. And once that happens, this door is going to open. If you input it wrong, by the way, a whole bunch of stuff is going to drop down, so don't input it wrong. You'll have a ticker, a time to go through before this door shuts, and it's not a big deal. There's a way to get out of this, so do not worry too much about it. Now you're going to go down these stairs, okay? Now, once you get down these stairs, you're going to slowly move to the outside. You can see those little bumps right there. If you hit those, you are going to trigger the FJORDUR to drop. And I guess you can have Arthur Plur, you can have anything. So just avoid them by using your tech suit or just hang out and like go up in the sky. And hang out to the left is always the good rule of thumb. So how do you get through the second part? Pretty easy. You're going to stick to the left-hand side. By sticking to the left-hand side, you essentially avoid all issues. And again, I'm going to tell you the cheat code for this entire thing. Stick to the left-hand side. You can see there's some gaps and stuff like that. And you're just going to go ahead and go through this entire cave. Now, you can see these like little bumps on the ground. If you hit those, will shoot stuff at you. So just be careful. That's why using a grapple hook and staying high or just using a suit is a very good idea. You can hear that those FJORDUR just kind of like were pissed off. They will drop on you if you land on one of their things. So avoid that just by sticking to the left. Now you're going to notice there's one of those codes. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is how you actually find the code. You look for the color and you look for the nearest number, and that tells you what's next. So the next code is going to be green 1, purple 2, see it on the wall, yellow 3, and blue 4. And how we get to this, guys, we just stick to the left-hand side. Now, by going left constantly, you're going to end up at the next area. This is a big mess, so make sure you're just careful when you go through this entire thing. And by sticking to the left-hand wall, this is how you actually complete this entire process without any problems. So you can see right here, we've got the green, and you can hear a rune in there. Good, right? So that means we're going the right way. Now, there is a little bit of a jump puzzle over here, but you don't have to hit it. You don't go in there either. Again, I would just use a grapple hook or your tech suit, and then just avoid this entire freaking process and stick to that left-hand wall. The rule of thumb, stick to the left wall. By sticking to the left wall, you're literally just going to end up in the right spot every single time. Notice we've got a loot crate right here. Perfect. I'll take that all. What the heck? That's really freaking good. So anyways, that's cool. Again, stick to that left wall and you'll see that loot crate right there. And again, we're just going to go ahead and hang to the left wall. And we will end up at the end of this cave. Ow. So that will hurt you, obviously, so don't step on those. And you're at the next point where we have to input our code. You can see here's the 4. And again, that left wall trick works perfectly. So this is a little hack to kind of get through the entire thing. So green. We go green 1. Okay. Why didn't it push? Green 1. Purple 2. Yellow 3. And then blue 4. This wall is going to open right here. Now, when it does open, there is a rune in here as well as the artifact. Yep. Boop. I'll take that all day. And then you can see this guy right here. Pretty easy, massive artifact, and it's there. Now, a lot of people are going to freak out because this door closes. It's actually better to let this door close. Don't go right in and right back out this door. Let that door close, pick up the artifact of the massive, come over to this wall. Right here, there is a button. Push the button. The button is going to give you a cheat code out of this room. You're basically just going to bypass everything that was difficult, and you're like, hey man, what do I do now? I just walked out the door. And you're like, huh, what's over here? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. You can literally just run to the right and up the stairs, and you are back up onto the first level. Now, once you get right here, there's another button you want to push because, yes, looks like you're at a dead end, but here's the button. Now, this is literally like, you can go out the same way you came, or you kind of just like cheese your way out using the way that was meant to be taken. And it kind of lets you back to the very beginning. You can see all of that right there. And you can actually run the entire thing and kind of just avoid all this stuff. But you can see it's really not that difficult if you know how to do it. And then you go right back up these stairs, and guess what? If you run fast enough, by the way, you don't take damage from those. You're at the front door. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then gamma back down, obviously, because, you know, it's nice to actually have pretty looking stuff in this map instead of the ugly stuff. So gamma 2, and you will end up where you want to be. Puzzle cave, again, very easy. And it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loot crates. Will spawn in here. They're usually ascendant, or they're going to be a mastercraft for you. So make sure you hit this cave up. It's pretty cool. I enjoy this puzzle, and hopefully this helps you out. Other than that, teach.